What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be going over we're going to be doing a tier list of the best Amethyst cards in NBA 2K21. So if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to 220,000 subscribers, and we are into our last 100. Honestly, the way things are going, we could end up hitting that by the end. Honestly, by the time I wake up tomorrow, we could hit it. So that would be absolutely incredible, lads, if you guys are new. Also, we upload more MyTEAM content than anywhere else. If you guys want to learn more about this game, this is the place to do it. Okay, so we're gonna start off with one of the early cards, and it is LeBron James. So LeBron James, he's worthless. I'm sorry, he's worthless. I mean, on next gen, he's all right, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Again, every single card basically is good on next gen. LeBron on current gen is absolutely awful. Yeah, simple as that. He's awful. You got Steph Curry. I mean, C. He's alright. He can still cook people, but he's still got the Curry slide. On both gens, he can still hit kind of consistently. Problem is, he's green or nothing on current gen because of the fact that there are he has 3 cold zones. The 3-point line, everywhere except the corners, he has are cold. Basically, because he only played a couple of games last season, and they only based it on the previous season. So Steph Curry has got the, in terms of like hot and cold zones, Steph Curry's literally got the worst of them in the game in his regular card, which is kind of hilarious. But yeah, so Steph Curry, C tier, still got Curry slide and stuff, but just not quite as good as he'd been in other years. Giannis, I mean, Giannis B, he's a liability, but he's also good. Still got the Giannis behind the back. Still got obviously Giannis's length. He can play center position. He can run. He's fast. He's overall a pretty good card, but is pretty good gonna put you into S or A tier? I don't think so. I don't think pretty good is good enough to get into either of these top 2 tiers in this game. So then we got Dave the Busher. I mean, Dave, I'm going to put Dave in B, but I'd be half tempted to put Dave in A. I really like Dave. I think Dave is a knockdown shooter. He's a really good defender. He can actually post spin people quite well. And if you're playing, obviously, if you guys are ever playing competitive MyTEAM, a post spin is not something that's going to be ever used. However, if you're playing in just a random unlimited game, people don't know how to guard it. So get the ball to Dave. Heck, even in the corner it works, literally. Post up from the corner, dribble towards the middle twice, post spin baseline, basket every time. Maybe a Campy. I mean, he has decent length, and that's kind of it. Like, he's a 6'8" guard. He can't shoot from deep, but he'll hit from when he'll hit if he's wide open from the 3-point line. But so will almost everybody. So he's going D. Then we got Eddie Johnson. Basically the same thing. Like, there's not a significant difference, honestly, between Eddie Johnson and Campy Russell. But for me, anyway, Campy Russell is... I'd take Campy Russell over Eddie Johnson, but it's not like I'd like to use either of them particularly much, so D tier. And we got D-Rose. So D-Rose. Where do I put him? I mean, we're talking right now, he's going D. It's a tough one whether I put him in D or whether I put him in C. I don't like him, but I don't particularly like Steph either. I'm going to put him in D, but it's a close one. Then we got Houston. I mean, we're talking next gen. Talking current gen, C. So let's put him right in the middle in B. Still one of the best shooters in the game. Or Jeff. I mean, Richard Jefferson, I'm going to put him in A, but he'd be like, probably end up being lower end of A. I might end up moving him down, but for now, I'm going to put him in A. Mitch Rich, wherever Houston is. Dennis Johnson, I mean, he's got half clamps. Nothing else, though. I mean, at this stage in the game, he's got half clamps. I'm going to put him in C. I don't like him, though. I really don't like him. I'm going to say that much. I'm going to say that right now. Like, I don't like him at all, but objectively, a card with half clamps probably belongs in C tier, regardless of the fact. And he's also got an unbelievable release, by the way. Like, so if you can green, he'll hit shots. Then we get Doug Christie. I mean, he's better than Richard Jefferson, so I gotta put him in A, I guess. Kareem. I mean, I'd be tempted to put him in worthless. Kareem's... he's bad. He's bad, like. I'm gonna put him in D. He's really slow. Yeah, he's bad. MJ, why did I put him in B? MJ's C, maybe? C? Like, I think he's got bronze clamps. He can't shoot the ball. But he's kind of fast. D. Yeah, D. Kobe Bryant, getting to A tier. I mean, if you can pick up a Kobe Bryant with gold range, and you're talking about amethysts, we could be looking at close to an S tier amethyst, but nah, Kobe's going A tier. I think I might have to move a lot of these players down. I think I really kind of undershot these players. I'm gonna have to move a bunch of players down a tier. Kobe, stay. You move down. For some reason my mouse has just gone really slow right now. You move down as well. And then you move to... no, I'll stick with that. Bailey Hell getting to B tier. I mean, Bailey Hell is good. He is good. Next gen, he's fantastic, but he's objectively B tier. He's not in the top 2 tiers of Amethyst, but he is still one of the most underrated cards in the game. Bailey Hell might be the best of all these cards not named Doug Christie. And we got Kristaps, and I'm putting him in this spot because he is so good on next gen. I can't not put him in A tier. Kristaps on current gen is terrible. He is terrible. Like he wouldn't be bad enough to go into C or D, but he'd be B tier. But man, he's S tier on next gen. He is my starting center on next gen. I play him over Ibaka, and you're gonna see Ibaka next on this list at some stage. He's a god. But Kristaps for me, he's actually really, really good. And I hated him on current gen, but his release, Brook Lopez based next gen, whatever bit on current gen, Brook Lopez release next gen is just so good. It literally just feels like Beasley released from last year, or Beasley base. So then we have got Sleepy Floyd. I mean, Sleepy badged up is objectively A tier. He can get every badge in the game. Base 22, dunks the ball well, plays good defense. Like, he's objectively A tier. And you can't really argue him being anywhere else. Boris Diaw badged up, he's A. Diaw is definitely A. Diaw's got a really nice release. Can get basically every badge in the game. Plays defense, got silver clamps, profile behind the back. Yeah, definitely putting him into the A tier. Then we got Marshburn. Some people swear by him. I hate him. Like, I really hate him. Some people swear he's this unbelievable center. I don't know. Or say not unbelievable center. Unbelievable wing. I think he can get range. Can't get clamps. I just don't like him. I've used him a few times. I don't like him. I think his release is really bad. Then we have got Michael Cooper. Michael Cooper's S. No doubt about that one. If we're looking at Amethyst cards, there is nowhere other than S tier that you can place Michael Cooper. He most definitely belongs in this tier. Then we have got Dirk Nowitzki. Why am I putting Dirk high? Dirk's like D. I mean, yeah, he's got like a 40 block. He's D. He's D. Unfortunately, I love Dirk. You know what? I didn't actually mind Dirk Nowitzki last year in 2K. I did not mind him in 2K20, his GO card, because you could literally use him as a rim runner. You didn't have to shoot with him, but Dirk has not been able to shoot in a 2K game in my memory. Like, he's just never been able to shoot in 2K. I don't know what it is. Release is just broken. Pow, I'm in B. Anyone arguing that? Pow belongs in B tier? I think that's kind of probably going to be the general consensus for him. Pretty good stats wise. Release is just quite bad. Clay, get into S. Clay Thompson is so good. He's so nice. Like, his jumper is so nice. His defense is nice. His dribble sig, especially if you're on current gen, is nice. Like, Clay Thompson, he starts on my current gen team. Dude is fantastic. Then we got Trae Young, C tier. Trae Young is wherever Steph Curry is. I cannot put Trae Young above Steph Curry. They're basically the same card. Curry slide into a pretty decent release with no defense. Basically the same. And we got Shaq. I mean, give me Shaq over Kareem. mean, put Shaq in C tier, I guess. Probably the best offensive rebounder in the game. But, like, he's not good. Like, there's a difference between being the best or being C tier and being good in an Amethyst list. He's not good. Then we got Steve Smith. I mean, badged up, he's A. Non-badged up, he's lower. Yao Ming. I mean, I literally put him on my top 100 list, and I didn't put some of these guys, but I'm going to put him B. Problem with Yao Ming is that he is a very much ease of use player. Like, if you have no idea how to play the game, you can drop step people and score with him. But at the same time, he doesn't suit anyone who's competent at the game. If you're a competent MyTEAM player, you're not going to like Yao. So yeah, he's going B tier. I mean, Dunleavy. I mean, badged up Dunleavy. Again, you can't really argue the badged up Dunleavy is not A tier. He's definitely not S, but he's A. We got Karl Anthony Towns. Upper B. Upper B. Hot zones are a bit of a problem, but he's a nice next gen player. He is nice on next gen. I'm gonna have to start moving people down tiers. I really am. So I'm gonna go Dirk get into worthless. Eddie Johnson get into worthless. Steph get down 1. Trey get down 1. Shaq stay. Let me see who I'm gonna put down. Pow. And I mean, I would put Yao, but again, the ease of use effect or factor. Let me throw down Giannis, I guess. Then we got Keenan. Keenan's just better, Giannis. Is he upper B? Yeah, I think Keenan's lack of a jump shot brings him to upper B rather than A, but Keenan's good. Keenan's really good. He's like a better version of this Giannis here, but also a worse version of the Diamond Giannis. We got AK. AK-47 is going into A tier. One of the most underrated cards in the game, a sniper in game when he's wide open because of how good his release is. If you're talking next gen, he's a god. Defensively, he's a beast as well. And just overall, Andrei Korolenko is a very, very good card in this game. Then we got Richie Grant. I mean, badged up, Richie's objectively A as well. He is a like really, really nice shooter. Sorry, really, really nice dunker. He's a pretty nice shooter around the 3-point line. Handles nice. I don't like him on next gen. I hate him on next gen. I've tried him out. I hate him. I think he sucks on this gen. But current gen, he's pretty nice. Rubio. I mean, I'm thinking about it. But his release is bad on next gen, yeah. No, if he's not good on next gen, but current gen, badged up Rubio, man, he's different. Problem with next gen Rubio is that his release just has this weird pause and it's really hard to green. And other than that, though, he's really nice. I'm definitely would be debating putting him in S tier, badged up. He's badged up Rubio as a god, but it's going to be very, very hard to find a badged up Rubio because the market is flooded right now with Ricky Rubios. Then we got Jimmy. Jimmy Buckets. I mean, badged up Jimmy. I mean, he's objectively an S tier Amethyst card. Curry slide, decent 3-ball. You can give him range. Plays great defense. Base 22. Yeah, he's objectively S tier as far as Amethyst go. Then there's a no-brainer. Donovan Mitchell might be a top 5, not top 2 or 3 Amethyst in this game. A player I am a massive, massive fan of. Like, he's so good. He's so good. He's the best card in this list so far. I genuinely think he's like a top 35 card in the game. Then we got Glenn. I mean, Glenn C. Like, simple as that. He's just like a worse version of Allen Houston and Mitch Richmond. Stevie Franchise. I mean, S. I'm looking at the cards left on this list, and there's only one of them that I think I'm going to put in S tier, and Steve Francis, get into S. Curry slide, bronze range, bronze clamps, dunks on everybody, can get basically every badge in the game. Good defender. Good, obviously good shooter as well. He's a beast. He is an absolute beast. So, yeah, Steve Francis is going into S tier. Then we have got Sharif Abdur-Rahim. I mean, I've only used him badged out once, but badged out he's A. Badged out he is most definitely A tier. Non-badged out I would put him in B, but badged out I'm going to put him in A. And we got Katino Mobley. Katino Mobley is, a lot of people love this card, and so do I. I will probably use him in my limited squad, basically because I know for a fact I can get away with using a non-defensive player, because the rest of my guys are defensive, but B. Katino Mobley, as much as I love him, as much as I love the card, I cannot justify putting him in A tier. The guy has got no defense whatsoever, but he's one of the best releases in the game, and also has got like silver range. So he's offensively, he's a god, but defensively, nah, I can't. I cannot justify putting him above B tier. Then we got Mike Miller. Mike Miller is, why did he get into B? He's A tier. Silver range, great length at the 2-guard position, good defense as well. I'm not sure if he can get many badges, but the badge he comes with, he's really, really nice. As well as that, he's a Dino clone, so his SIGs are pretty good. Then we got Tom Gugliatta. I mean, he's similar to like a Bailey Howell and stuff, so B, I guess. Does come as part of a really nice duo. Rex Chapman, Tom Gugliatta. Two end up being an Amethyst Diamond card, and you can sometimes get that duo for less than 5k combined. Isaiah Thomas getting to worthless. 5'9" point guard getting to worthless. Simple as that. Bingo. I mean, Bingo getting to A tier. If we're talking next gen, I mean, I'd be saying get Bingo to S tier, but current gen, get Bingo to A. Great defensive card, good dunker, decent ball handler. He can also get range extender, so you can buy one and badge it up. He's incredible. So yeah, we've got A tier. A tier Bingo Smith. Then we're going to go Surge. And Surge is, why is my mouse has just been so iffy. Surge is now surging up into, oh my god, will my mouse just actually work? He is surging up into S tier. Serge Ibaka is absolutely fantastic. One of the best centers, if not a top 3 cent or a top 4 or 5 cent in this game. Releases quality. I'm telling you, everything about this card is good. There is nothing bad about Serge Ibaka in 2K21. So then we have got LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, Aldridge is probably going A. As far as big men go, if we're talking current gen, he's probably next best after LaMarcus or after Ibaka. But a really good card. Shoots it really well, decent in interior, decent defender, and overall good card. Then we got Hersey. I mean, if Campy Russell and stuff are D, get Hersey into D. Like, that's where he belongs. He's not good. He's a token reward and he's not a particularly good one. Then Mo Williams. I mean, Mo Williams badged up is nice. He's got like the same SIGs and release and everything as Mike Miller. Except he can get, well, not except, he can also get range. He comes with gold range. He can get gold clamps. Decent laterally. He's fast. He's just a really, really good player. So yeah, that is basically it. That is it for the tier list. So my top 6: Clay, Donovan Mitchell, Cooper, Butler, Francis, Ibaka. I'm happy with that. I'm a little more happy with my tiers now because we would have had, if we didn't lower a few of them, we would have had very, very few in the bottom tiers. But yeah, that is pretty much it. All these cards are pretty nice, not gonna lie. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.